Today on Inside Pierce County, we're going to learn about fire investigations. I'm here today with Deputy Fire Marshal Cole Roberts, who works for Pierce County's Fire Prevention Bureau. Cole, can you tell me what's entailed in your job?
You know, as a deputy, we do everything from inspections of fire protection systems for new constructions to commercial business inspections, all the way leading up to fire investigations.
How many fires do we have in Pierce County that require investigations?
On average, we respond to about 200 a year, and so that kind of works out to us being called to a scene about every 35 hours. Not all fires get investigated. If it's something real clear that it's a pan on the stove that was unattended, they're not going to ask for an investigator, but most other things where there's a question about where it started and how it started, they're going to require an investigator to be at the scene.
Do you have any examples?
I do. Should we take a look?
Sure. So this looks like a devastating fire to me. Can you tell us the story of what happened here?
It started off as a law enforcement incident with a burglary where that subject fled from police, came through this horse pasture, tried to start several vehicles on fire on the way, and eventually ends up here at this RV, which deputies observe him. They hear the glass break, he gets inside, and then shortly thereafter they hear smoke alarms and start seeing smoke and fire.
Where do you think it started and how did it proceed?
The patterns tell us it started here in the living area. The most competent source of first fuel is probably the fabric on the couch that was easily ignited. We know that there were butane lighters in the first drawer right next to the stove. We ruled out things like the water heater being on, operating on gas, the refrigerator operating on gas. All those were off, so we had no pilot light issues. A lot of those things we're looking at. If we can't determine the origin, it's virtually impossible to come up with a cause.
So when we look at this, we see a devastating fire, and it reminds me of what I should be doing at home to make sure that my home is safe.
Here we had smoke alarms going off early in the process, and that's a key thing for us at home is to have those working smoke alarms. Closing doors, it's amazing how much protection just a simple closed door will offer to prevent fire growth into another area. If you're smelling a burning odor, be serious, take that serious, don't ignore that, have that examined, try to find the source of that, because these things don't fix themselves.
Cole, thank you very much for your expertise that you can figure out what happened out of this disaster. And thank you for the home safety tips. I'm going to go home and check my smoke alarms.
Thanks, Bruce.